I made a vlog for a university event. For those confused, this happened in 2020 when I was obviously still in uni. You see, before I graduated from university, I was a nerd. Or no, student officer. Well, same thing. But yes, I was a student officer. I honestly don't know if that's a thing in universities abroad, but where I'm from, that's a thing. And because I was a student officer, I would be involved in a lot of the events that were held in my department. Even after I stepped down from my position, people already knew who I was around my department, even some faculty. So a lot of the time, they would just ask me to do random crap for these events. My name is rjchan II. I'm a fourth year student from the Department of Business Administration, and I'm going to be your host for this morning's mission sending event. Also known as the Junior Philippine Association of Secretaries Web Conference 2021. Welcome to this virtual conference 2021, brought to you by the Business League of Unified Executives in coordination with the Philippine Association of Secretaries and Administrative Professionals. One of those times was when I was in my third year or junior year. This was when we were all initially locked down. It was 2020 and classes had to transition to virtual. So all of our school events, whether it was per department or for the entire university, were held online. So instead of seminars, we would have webinars. I don't know if I've ever heard the word webinars before online classes happened, but when it did, that word was so overused. But yes, webinars. A lot of that happened. A lot of online assemblies, online public forums, online, I can't remember, but it was a lot. For one of those events, they asked me to do a vlog for a little segment in the event. Super random, but a bunch of people at uni did know that I was a quote-unquote vlogger. Yes, even some professors are well aware of that fact, thanks to my classmates, and so they wanted me to do a little vlog for this school event. And the thing is, I actually talked about this in a video before, and I said that I'd show you guys, but that obviously never happened. I just never got around to it, or I just completely forgot. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys for today's video. Also, quick side note before I show you the clip, I looked slightly different in the video you guys are about to see due to the fact that I was pretty physically inactive around this period, but you guys will see. Hi. So why am I here? The officers asked me to make one of two videos, either a day in my life video or a study with me type video. I chose the second option because this is literally what an accurate day in my life looks like. It's not pretty. So anyway, for the past 2.5 semesters, as we all know, we've been having all of our classes online, which means that every project, assignment, report, quiz, even oral defense has been done online as well. And I know for a fact that from being at home all the time, we kind of start to lose motivation to do the things we'd otherwise normally do as students, such as taking notes during a lecture. And that's among other things. But one of the main problems, I would say, would probably be study, as well as finding the motivation to study. Mission failed. Since you're at home, you just want to lay in bed all day and you don't really feel the motivation to do anything. It's difficult. I get it. Kind of. But let's face it, as college students, it's a given that we need to study in order to pass our subjects. Otherwise, you'll meet this guy. Or this guy. And I honestly don't know which one's worse. So right now, being a third year, I'm gonna share some of my personal study tips. And I mean, they're not even really tips, they're just things that have helped me through the years, and I definitely did not get them from the internet. So first tip, have any notepad ready to write down any announcement, assignment, or exam coverage that's said during class. Now obviously you don't have to use specifically a notepad, you can use your phone, memos, reminders, Google Calendar, or whatever you choose. But for me personally, I just like writing things down. Helps me remember things better. So I like to have one page of the notepad for a whole week of, like I said, any assignments, announcements, projects, quizzes, exam coverage. I write everything down here for an entire week. And every single day, first thing in the morning, I check the list to see the things that I've already done and things that still need to be done. And at the start of every new week, I use a fresh new page. Second tip, rewrite notes. So this tip is something I use more for memorizing stuff. Even though we're fortunate enough to be provided with the actual PowerPoints a lot of the time, I personally still like writing things down, especially when I have a lot to study, either on my notebook or on pad paper. Because I personally just think memorizing things becomes easier when you write things down. And the third and final tip, have a glass of really cold water nearby when you're studying. And I mean really cold water. Now this tip is more for the purpose of keeping yourself awake whilst you're studying or trying to study. Other alternatives obviously could be like coffee, if you like coffee, or matcha, or pre-workout. I've personally tried it. It did not work for me, but it might work for you. You never know. So there you go, I guess. 3 really basic study tips that have kind of helped me in my studies through the years so far, though results have varied. And of course, if none of these tips work for you, consult your doctor. I'm just kidding. But that's been it. Happy studying. Bye. Yeah, that was a while ago. About 10 to 15 extra kilograms ago too. I definitely tried my best to make it like a skit type vlog. I wanted it to be super fast paced because they asked me for a 3 to 5 minute video, but I wanted it to be on the shorter end so I don't die of cringe. So I tried my best to jam pack a bunch of stuff in that short amount of time, and to be completely honest, I think it turned out pretty decent. All things considered. Prior to me making that video, I hadn't even thought about content creation at all. But because they literally asked me for a vlog, I tried to whip something up as quick as possible, and that's what I came up with. I felt like a freaking contestant at Internet Icon. If you remember that show, you are a real YouTube OG, and like me, you are also a loser. But yeah, it was fun. It's definitely not something I ever saw myself doing, making a vlog for a university event. But here we are now. Actually, in the following semester or the following year, I can't remember exactly, but I did make another video for another university event, and that one wasn't a vlog like the one you guys just saw. This one was definitely more formal, and this one was seen by more people than just my department, more than just the business administration department. This was also seen by, I believe, the economics department, the hospitality and tourism department, and the accounting department. Yeah, I'll show you guys a snippet of that, but I won't show you the entire thing because trust me, it's not very entertaining. But my professors freaking loved it, and that's all I cared about at the time. Having to analyze different cases every session made us constantly put our critical thinking to use. The cases were designed in such a way that made us students analyze them as if we really were in the shoes of the administrative professionals within each case. And each case was very specific for either an admin professional in the legal field or an admin professional in the medical field. Obviously, different scenarios and different problems may arise depending on which field you work in. So we tackled those differences, and other times we tackled scenarios and problems that an administrative professional may face regardless of the industry that they work in. Yeah, those are a couple videos that I made that never made it to YouTube because I made them specifically for university events. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done something like this for your university or your school, wherever you are. And I'm not talking about like video projects for classes, we've all had those. I'm talking about videos for actual school events for your entire department and or university to see. Please let me know in the comments. For more vlogs like this, please click the card up there and the link is down below as well. Please like my videos and of course subscribe if you're new, and that's been it. I'm out. Peace. Whoa.